Hi everyone, myself Linga Reddy. In this session we discuss osmosis and osmotic pressure. Right, this is the fourth colligative property. Let me explain osmosis. What is the osmosis? Osmosis, the spontaneous flow of the solvent through semi-permeable membrane. From where to where? From pure solvent to solution. Osmosis is nothing but the spontaneous flow of solvent molecule through semi-permeable membrane, pure solvent to solution. This is called osmosis. Let me explain what is the semi-permeable membrane, what is the solution, what is the pure solvent. Let me explain. Right, this is one instrumentation we are taking. This is the divide into two parts through a semi-permeable membrane. This is semi-permeable membrane. So that is simply I will call simple shortcut method SPM. SPM nothing but semi-permeable membrane. So what is the role of semi-permeable membrane here? This is allow the only solvent particles. It is allow only solvent particles. It does not allow the solid particles. Right, I hope it is clear. One side we are taking, this is pure water, nothing but pure solvent. Right, this is a pure solvent. Right, next one here, salt solution. Right, sea water, nothing but salt water. Right, this is the solution. Here both the solvent molecule and solute molecules is there, A and B and A and B, both the molecules is there, but here only A molecule only is there, solvent molecule only is there here. So the concentration of solvent is more here. The concentration of solvent is more, right? So when the concentration of solvent is pure solvent is more, so these molecules allow to the solvent to the solution, because of in solution the solvent particles are less. So to stop this is called osmosis. Right, the higher the solvent molecule, flow of solvent molecule higher concentration to lower concentration is called osmosis through a semi-permeable membrane. I hope it is very clear. Why the solvent molecule flow of solvent to solution? The solution having solvent plus solute, that means solvent particles is compared to pure solvent, in solvent particles is less in a salt solutions. I hope it is clear. Right, what is the semi-permeable membrane? Let me explain. Right, semi-permeable membrane. Already we know that it is allow the only solvent molecules, solvent particles, right? So how to prepare this one? Generally we are taking animal membrane like pig blenders, right? Also we can use here cell membrane. Also we can use here parachute paper. Also we can use cellophane paper. Also we can use here inorganic precipitate membranes like cupric cyanide, right? Calcium phosphate. So one example I am writing here. Also inorganic precipitate also we can use here as a semi-permeable membrane, right? So here the example is called calcium sulfate, Ca3PO4 2 times. This is called calcium sulfate phosphate, sorry. I hope it is clear. This is the semi-permeable membrane. Next one, osmotic pressure. What is the osmotic pressure? Indicate by right. The pressure is required to apply to be applied on the solution to just stop the inflow of solvent into the solution, right? So very clear here, the pressure required to apply the solution just stop the inflow of solvent into the solutions. A simple thing here we are taking, already we are seeing in this. This is generally semi-permeable membrane is there. Generally this is the solvent, pure solvent. This is the solution, right? So the generally the solvent molecule is moving to higher concentration to lower concentration. Here one piston is there. Here this piston, through the piston we apply the some pressure. So this is the piston. Apply the pressure to stop the flow of molecule solvent to solution. To stop the flow of molecules or flow of solvent particles, pure solvent to solution. What is the required? The required pressure is called osmotic pressure. I hope it is clear, right? So according to the Want of theory, osmotic pressure is directly proportional to concentration and temperature, right? The first point here, very important point. So according to the Want of theory dilution, osmotic pressure directly proportional to concentration of the solution and temperature. I hope it is clear, very important point. here osmotic pressure is indicate pi. Here proportionality constant we are taking as a gas constant equal to RTC. C nothing but concentration, T in R nothing but gas constant, T is temperature in kelvins, temperature, right. So what is the concentration here? The concentration nothing but number of moles present in a volume of 1 liter of volume according to the molarity. So instead of C we can take here N by V, pi equal to N by V or T. Let me explain very clearly next slide here. Right, pi equal to N by V or T, right. N equal to number of moles, number of moles is equal to weight of solid by gram molecular weight. Rearranging formula, this is coming here, pi into V equal to N or T. Instead of N we can write this formula, weight by gram molecular weight, pi V equal to weight by gram molecular weight into R into T. This formula very important formula. Sometimes they are asking gram molecular weight of solute, and sometimes asking weight of solute and osmotic pressure, and even they are asking temperature. So very important formula this is for competitive. Also we can rearrange this formula. They are asking gram molecular weight of solute equal to weight into R into T by, what is that here, pi into V. Also they will ask to the gram molecular weight of solute, right. Just rearranging formula. The simple conversion here coming this, it is going there. Next one here, osmotic pressure of mixture of two solutions. Osmotic pressure of mixture of two solutions. Right, two solutions is there, right. These two solutions are, this is the solution A, this is solution B, right. Two solutions are same, like NaCl, this is also NaCl solution, right. Two solutions are same substance, but two solutions are different osmotic pressure. This is the one osmotic pressure, this is another osmotic pressure, right. I hope it is clear. Two solutions is there, the two solutions substance is same, but the osmotic pressure is different. When these two are mixing together to form a resultant solution, this is after mixing, these two are mixing, your mixing, resultant solution is formation here. So this is resultant solution. What is the resultant osmotic pressure of this solution? How we can calculate here? Let me explain. The volume is here 20 ml, right. Here the volume is 40 ml. The volume is different, the substance is same, but osmotic pressure also different. How to we can calculate here? So the formula here, pi 1 and V1 plus pi 2 V2 Z equal to, what are the resultant solution here, and V1 plus V2. So this is the resultant, the osmotic pressure. I hope it is clear. This is the case 1. Let me explain case 2. Your case 2. Here number of moles of solute is different here. So number of moles of solute is N1 here. So number of moles of solute is N2 here. The volume also different. Here V1 and V2. For example, here 20 particles is there. Here 30 particles is there. 30 moles. Here number of moles is 20 moles. So here V1 the volume is 20 ml. Here the V2 volume is 30 ml. Right. Now we are mixing here. We can mix here. So resultant osmotic pressure. How to calculate the resultant osmotic pressure? Right. Let me explain here very clearly. So the total atmospheric equal to osmotic pressure. So total resultant osmotic pressure equal to, so osmotic pressure 1 plus osmotic pressure 2. Already we are discussed the osmotic pressure here. So NIST, this is general formula here. NIRT by total volume V1 plus V2, right? So here we can take this is a 1 and here 1 and here 1. This is the osmotic pressure of the first solution, right? Second solution also same. So what we can write here, resultant osmotic pressure equal to N1 I1 RT by total volume V1 plus V2 plus N2 I2 RT by V1 plus V2. So by applying this formula we will get, whenever containing different number of moles and different volumes, resultant osmotic pressure you will get by using this formula. Here I1 I2 is I1 and I2 is want of factors. Right. So important terms is there. Let me explain next one. First one is isotonic solution. At given temperature, solution of same osmotic pressure are called isotonic solution. The pressure here, the two solution P1 pressure equal to P2. The solutions having same osmotic pressure. And here best example, the blood is isotonic with saline. So this is the best example. So here the saline, the percentage here 0.9 weight by volume NaCl it's contained. I hope it is clear. Next term, hypotonic solution. Solution having lower osmotic pressure Next one, hypertonic solution. Name itself is there, hypertonic. Hyper means high. And your solution having higher osmotic pressure. Next important term here, plasmolysis. What is the plasmolysis here? We are taking one beaker. In that beaker, hypertonic solution is there, right? This is hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution. So we have hypertonic solution in this beaker. Where plant cell we are kept here. This is a plant cell. So this is a plant cell. Plant cell. In this case, here liquid molecules. This is liquid molecules. The flow of liquid molecules, cell to solution, right? Here liquid molecule flow from cell plant to liquid molecules. This means the solutions. So this become a cell is sinkerase. Sinkerase. The cell become a sinkerase because of the solvent molecule is flowing from a cell to the solution. It become a less water in the cell. This is also called exoosmosis. Exoosmosis. Right? I hope it is clear. Whenever the hypertonic solution we are taking and we put the cell plant in that solution, the water molecules or liquid molecules flow from cell to liquid solution and its cell become a sinkerase. This is also called exoosmosis. So this is called plasmolysis. Next one, hemolysis. Fifth one, hemolysis. It is opposite to plasmolysis. We are taking here the solution. The solution is here hypotonic solution. Tonic solution. This is hypotonic solution. Now we are taking cell plant. This is a cell plant. We will place this solution. Solvent molecules. The solvent molecule is flow from the inside the cell. So this is going to the solvent molecule solution to the plant cell. The plant cell become a breast. Right? This is also called endoosmosis. The best example I will give here, hemolysis. So we are preparing mango pickle, right? So the mango is placed on salt solution. This is the salt solution. Salt solution nothing but we are taking some ratio whenever we are preparing the pickles, but must be there salt, right? And we are adding some solutions, oil like, right? So in that mango pickle, mangoes we are placed in here. So here what happened, this one mango, the mango is placed on salt solution. So this, in the mango having some water content, this water content it can lose here, it can lose via osmosis. This is taking place in the preparation of pickle. I hope it is clear. This is exoosmosis. The next one, next important point here, osmotic pressure determined by the Berkeley-Hartley method. And next one, what is the reverse osmosis? Generally, this reverse osmosis we are used in home to prepare the drinking water. Here we are taking, this is the container, in this having and here plasma membrane is there, semi-permeable membrane, SPM, right? This side salt water, this side having here fresh water. Right here salts is there, salt nothing but Mg plus ions and sodium plus ions, calcium plus ions, along with some impurities also is there, right? So here generally what is the osmotic pressure? Solvent particles, this is the solvent particles. The solvent particles flow from the higher concentration to lower concentration to stop the some pressure we are applying. This is called osmotic pressure. But here what happened here, we are not applying the to stop the flow of a solvent molecule to higher concentration to lower concentration. More than that pressure we are applying here. So here applying more pressure, this is applying here more pressure. The only here this side having the solvent particles, that particles due to high pressure, this is low concentration to high concentration, it's moving due to only the low pressure. So here we'll get fresh waters, right? This is will get fresh water. After coming it is out, we can take the and use the as a drinking purpose, right? I hope it is clear. Due to high pressure, the here low concentration of solvent particles is less. Concentration particles are, the solvent particles are less, right? So whenever we apply the higher pressure, the solvent molecule from moving from the dirty water to or nothing but salt water to fresh water, this fresh water away after we can collect, we can use it. So this is called reverse osmosis. So osmosis we are doing lower concentration to higher concentration particles moving in reverse osmosis. In osmosis means higher concentration to lower concentration, that is called osmosis. Here lower concentration to higher concentration, this is called reverse osmosis due to applying high pressure. So I hope it is clear. So this is regarding information about the osmotic pressure and osmosis. Thank you for watching this video.